Get off mailing lists, telemarketing lists, etc. Chapter 1. Get off mailing lists, spam lists, etc. Don't get anything free/opt-in, opt-out rarely works. When you call a company for a catalog, you are opting in or joining its list. When you click on anything to get anything for free on the internet, you are giving somebody your email address which will be used to market stuff at you over and over again in one way or another, quite often with spam. What you are doing is putting your name on some mailing list which will be used to send you marketing stuff, catalogs and ads. This can get bigger and bigger as they sell your address to other marketers. There is nothing that valuable on the internet or no catalog that good that you should call for a free one through the mail. Don't be a big-time consumer. Over time, they will hassle you less. Get off junk mail. There are several different sources of junk mail and there are different things you have to do for each of them. There are some broadband tools you can use to stop a lot of junk mail at once, but these miss some important categories. For the rest, until you figure out why you got a particular piece of mail, you can't take the action that will prevent its recurrence. It's important to realize that some companies maintain their own lists, while other companies buy the lists they mail to. In the first case, you have to talk to the company that is sending the mail, and in the second, you have to talk to whoever they bought your name from. Private Citizen, Inc. 800 CUT JUNK. PrivateCitizen.com. Most contests are frauds. There are some real contests that give out real money, but not many, and the odds are never very good. Many things advertised as contests are just phishing expeditions for names to add to mailing lists. Others are serious fraud. Never give out credit card numbers over the phone unless you're positive the company you're calling is reputable. Get off mailing lists. Opt-out lists often don't work for one reason or another. If you're really bothered by this invasion of your privacy, check on the local laws in your area, try bbb.org, take them to court and publicize it through the media if you feel you must. The federal United States Telephone Consumer Protection Act restricts telemarketers from calling before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. Callers must identify themselves, their company, and provide you an address and phone number for their company. You can ask telemarketers to put you on their do not call list, which they are obligated to do by law. After you do this, if the firm calls more than once a year, you can sue them under the TCPA and collect up to $1,500 for disregarding your request to be not contacted by them. For about $20, Private Citizen, Inc. will send your name to over 1,500 telemarketing firms across the country and warn them if they contact you they will be sued in civil court. For $10, Private Citizen will send your name to the largest catalog and junk mail marketing companies and say do not send unsolicited mail. Private Citizen. POG 233. Naperville, Illinois 60566. 630-393-2370. PrivateCitizen.com. Some junk mail still gets through. Write these companies and ask for your name to be placed in the suppress file. You can go to your local post office and request Form 1500. This form will help stop all types of junk mail from getting to you. Fill out the form, attach the piece of junk mail and return it. By law, the company must stop sending you mail within 30 days. The United States Postal Service will not stop bulk mail that goes to an entire zip code. The Can-Spam Act. There is a federal anti-spam law called the Can-Spam Act. It has 4 provisions. 1. The subject line must be truthful. 2. You can't use someone else's internet address to send your emails. 3. All spam must come with an opt-out email address that the public can use to stop getting unsolicited emails from that source. 4. The company that is selling the product as well as the company hired to send out the emails are both responsible if any law is violated. If you use email, you know that spam is the junk mail of the internet, and because it's free, you get hit extra hard, unlike postage junk mail which costs X amount per letter. It's also bad for kids to receive unsolicited emails regarding sexual topics. The first way to minimize spam is to avoid filling out surveys at any website you might go to because it's usually a marketing ploy. Secondly, when you go on a newsgroup or mailing list, you're declaring interest in that subject. Retailers in that industry will use newsgroup email lists to send out their spam. Tell the SYSOP of your ISP that you don't want spam and report any spam you get to the SYSOP of the ISP it came from. Do that by placing sysop in front of the ad address you get, whatever that ad address reads like sysop at address. Don't give your credit card number to any spam offer you get because it could be a scam to steal your money and to also steal your credit card number. Don't let spammers know you exist. Use Mozilla.org or Netscape.com's browser rather than MS Internet Explorer. Don't use the big two search engines. Spammers have computer programs where they copy any email addresses they come across on the internet and that's their mailing list. Write out your email address as little as possible. Whenever you download something for free, there's a chance a spammer is getting your email address or putting some kind of spyware into your computer. Use spam control/filter software. In Britain, spam is illegal. No one is allowed to send any unless they get permission first. Some of these sites can help you control it, getting you off junk email mailing lists. Switch to a Macintosh computer if possible. Try number 004.692 at the library. IC3.gov, complain about spam. Email preference service of the DMA. e-mps.org. Fill out the form, good for a year. Never. Get rid of banner ads. Doubleclick.com/optout. Networkadvertising.org, opt out of online advertising network trackers watching you. Antifishing.org, find scam verification emails. e-mps.org/n, junk email preference list. Junkbusters.com. dmachoice.org/emps, email preference service. dmaconsumers.org/off-email-list.html, get off commercial email lists. spamlaws.com. spambully.com. spambutcher.com. spamcop.net. Telemarketing nuisance and fraud. The main points of the telemarketing sales rule are: it is illegal for a telemarketer to call you if you have said you don't want to be called. Calling times are restricted to the hours between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. Telemarketers must tell you it's a sales call, the name of the seller and what they are selling. Stay away from telemarketers who want to send a courier service for your money, have you send money by wire, automatically withdraw money from your checking account, offer you a free prize but charge handling and shipping fees, ask for your credit card number, checking or savings account number, social security number or other personal information and get payment in advance, especially for employment referrals, credit repair, or providing a loan or credit card. The oldest advice around is still the best. An offer that sounds too good to be true probably is. Having said this, however, you should be aware that some phone swindlers are becoming more sophisticated. They may make statements that sound just reasonable enough to keep you from hanging up. Or they may make 3 or 4 statements you know to be true so that when they spring the big lie for what they're selling, you will be more likely to believe that, too. Beware of high-pressure sales tactics. The call may not begin that way, but if the swindler senses you're not going to be an easy sale, he or she may shift to a hard sell. This is in contrast to legitimate businesses, most of which respect an individual's right to be not interested. High-pressure sales tactics take a variety of forms, but the common denominator is usually a stubborn reluctance to accept no as an answer. Some callers may resort to insult and argument, questioning the prospect's intelligence or ability to make a decision, often ending with a warning that you're going to be very sorry if you don't do such and such. Or, you will never get rich if you don't take a chance. Beware of insistence on an immediate decision. If it's an investment, the caller may say something like, "The market is starting to move even as we talk." For a product or service, the urgency pitch may be that there are only a few left or the offer is about to expire. The bottom line is that swindlers often insist that you should, or must, make your decision right now, and they always give a reason. Don't give your credit card number, checking account number or other personal information to a telemarketer unless you are familiar with the company or organization and the information is necessary in order to make your purchase. Some states have telemarketing laws that require written contracts, automatic cancellation periods, or registration of telemarketing companies. Contact your state or local consumer protection agency. Federal telephone order rules require companies that take consumers' orders by phone, computer, or fax to ship the merchandise within 30 days of receiving a completed order or within a different time frame if it is stated in their ads. Notify consumers if shipment can't be made on time and give them the choice of waiting longer or receiving refunds. Cancel their orders and return their money, or give them credits on their charge accounts, if the revised shipping date can't be met, unless the consumers agree to another delay. You have the right under federal law to tell a company not to call you by phone or not to contact you in writing. The company must keep a list of these consumers and not contact them. Keep a record for your file. Not to get calls before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. Not to receive unsolicited ads by fax. To be disconnected from a pre-recorded machine-delivered message within 5 seconds of hanging up. Some states and the federal government do not allow telemarketers to call people who do not want to receive calls. Contact your state or local consumer protection agency to check your state's rights. To reduce telephone calls you do not want, you can sign up with the free telephone preference service operated by the Direct Marketing Association, a private trade group. Telephone Preference Service. POB 9014. Farmingdale, New York 11735. To report violations of the telephone order rule, contact the Federal Trade Commission. If you made the telephone transaction in response to a postcard or other mailing, contact the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, postalinspectors.usps.gov. Some telephone sales calls are made by legitimate businesses offering legitimate products or services, but wherever honest firms search for new customers, so do swindlers. Phone fraud is a multi-billion-dollar business that involves selling everything from bad or non-existent investments to the peddling of misrepresented products and services. Everyone who has a phone is a prospect. Whether you become a victim is largely up to you. There is no way to positively determine whether a sales call is on the up and up simply by talking with someone on the phone. No matter what questions you ask or how many you ask, skilled swindlers have ready answers. That's why sales calls from persons or organizations that are unknown to you should always be checked out before you actually buy or invest. Legitimate callers have nothing to hide. Phone swindlers are likely to know more about you than you know about them. Depending on where they got your name in the first place, they may know your age and income, health and hobbies, occupation and marital status, education, the home you live in, what magazines you read, and whether you have bought by phone in the past. A swindler may ask you for your credit card number or, in the most brash cases, several credit card numbers for identification or verification that you have won something, or merely as an expression of good faith on your part. Whatever the ploy, once a swindler has your card number, it is likely that unauthorized charges will appear on your account. An offer to send someone to your home or office to pick up the money, or some other method such as overnight mail to get your funds more quickly. This is likely to be part of their urgency pitch. It could be an effort to avoid mail fraud charges by bypassing postal authorities, or simply a way of getting your money before you change your mind. While honest firms may promote free phone offers to attract customers, the difference with swindlers is that you generally have to pay in some way to get whatever it is that's free. The cost may be labeled as a handling or shipping charge, or as payment for an item in addition to the price. Whatever you receive free, if anything, most likely will be worth much less than what you have paid. Except for obligations of the U.S. government, all investments have some degree of risk, and if there were any such thing as a risk-free investment with big profits assured, the caller certainly wouldn't have to dial through the phone book to find investors. Unwillingness to provide written information or references, such as a bank or names of satisfied customers in your area, that you can contact. Swindlers generally have a long list of reasons. There isn't time for that, or it's a brand new offer and printed material isn't available yet, or customer references would violate someone's privacy. Even with references, be cautious, some swindlers pay off a few customers to serve as references. A suggestion that you should make a purchase or investment on the basis of trust. Trust is a laudable trait, but it shouldn't be dispensed indiscriminately, certainly not to unknown persons calling on the phone and asking that you send them money. Even so, trust me is a pitch that swindlers sometimes employ when all else fails. Get your name off telemarketing lists. Let the Direct Marketing Association know you don't want to receive mailings from its members. Send a letter stating this to Mail Preference Service, Direct Marketing Association, P.O. Box 9008, Farmingdale, New York 11735 9008. To remove your name from telemarketer lists, send a letter to the same address C/O Telephone Preference Service. optout.cdt.org, opt-out. Generate forms for requesting name removal, learn how to protect your privacy while surfing on major internet portals, and learn about online profiling. donotcall.gov. If you call toll-free numbers for whatever reason, your phone number, name, and address get recorded. People use these records to make telemarketing lists. A smart businessman might start a toll-free number offering a free financial services booklet or free parenting information, then use this mailing list to sell to companies in these fields. If you don't want a telemarketer to call you, first, ask for their full name and the company they work for, ask for their phone number, then tell them to stop calling you, otherwise you will a lawsuit under the FTC telemarketing rule. If companies call you after you have told them not to, you can sue them in small claims court for $500 the first time, $1,500 after the second time. Most pay up rather than fight it. Do not call telemarketing websites. Telephone Preference Service. DMA. POB 9014. Farmingdale, New York 11735 9014. the-dma.org/consumers/off telephone list. Send your name to get off national telephone telemarketing lists. donotcall.gov. 888-382-1222. telemarketing.donotcall.gov. agd.state.tx.us/jag/pdf/telemarketing-sales-rule.pdf. epic.org/privacy/telemarketing/tsr-comments.html. consumerlaw.com/telemarket.html. epic.org/privacy/telemarketing/ebr-comments.html. consumerlawpage.com/brochure/88.shtml. Telemarketing fraud, how to spot it, how to avoid it. dmaconsumers.org/cgi/off mailing list. dmaconsumers.org/off telephone list.html. Get off telemarketing lists. dmaconsumers.org/telemarketing-sales-rules.html. do-not-call.com. donotcall.gov, do not call list from the FTC to reduce telemarketing sales calls. fcc.gov/cgb/policy/telemarketing.html. fraud.org/telemarketing/teleinfo.htm. ftc.gov/bcp/conlani/edcam/telemarketing/index.html. junkbusters.com. junkmailstopper.com. phonebusters.com. privacyrights.org. the-dma.org/government/donotcall-lists.shtml. telemarketing do not call lists run by states. the-dma.org/telemarketing. Get off pre-approved credit card lists. dmaconsumers.org/off email list.html. Get off email marketing lists for 1 year. optoutprescreen.com, pre-screened credit card offers. Credit card offers. 888, 5 opt-out. Opt-out request line. 888-567-8688. 8885 opt-out. opt-out.cdt.org. optoutprescreen.com. Get off pre-approved credit card list to avoid identity theft. Experian. Consumer opt-out. 701 Experian Parkway, Allen, Texas 75013. Experian.com. No more credit card offers. TransUnion. Marketing list opt-out. epub 97328. Jackson, Mississippi 39288-7328. TransUnion.com. No more credit card offers. Direct Marketing Association. Mail Preference Service. epub 1559. Carmel, New York 10512. the.org/consumers/off-mailing-list.html. Pre-screened offers by CRA clients. 888-567-8688. Credit reporting companies sell mailing lists of their database of people with good credit. Call and tell them you want to get off this list if you're on it. Practical point. e-mps.org. Remove your name from many email offers. Get off junk fax lists. junkfaxes.org/taking_action.htm, taking action to stop unsolicited faxes. junkfax.org, junk fax information and rights. fcc.gov/cgb/consumerfax/unwanted faxes.html. fcc.gov/ccb/consumer_news/unsolici.html. Junk mail websites. abacus-us.com, click on Consumer Opt-out to take your name off catalog mailing lists. StopJunk.com, stop the junk mail kit. Catalogchoice.org, get rid of mailed paper catalogs. the.org/government/donot-call lists.shtml, state-run do not call lists. dmachoice.org/mps/proto1.php, mail preference service. dmachoice.org/emps, email preference service. dmaconsumers.org. opt-out.cdt.org. junkbusters.com, junk mail. privacyrights.org. Junk mail organizations. Direct Marketing Association, DMA. Mail Order Action Line. 1120 AVE. Of the Americas. NYC 10036. 212-768-7277. Fax, 212-768-4547. the-dma.org/consumers. dmaconsumers.org. They will investigate your complaint against a mail order company and get your name removed from unwanted mailing lists. Direct Marketing Association. Mail Preference Service. epub 282. Carmel, New York 10512. dmaconsumers.org. thedma.org/consumers/off-mailing list. e-mps.org, get off email lists. If you would like to get off national advertising mailing lists for junk mail, contact this office and they can stop you from getting a lot of junk mail. Federal Communications Commission. Consumer Information. 445 12th St. Southwest. Washington, D.C. 20554. 800 call FCC. fcc.gov/cgb/complaints. Complain about junk faxes. Remove my name service. Canadian Marketing Association. epub 706. Don Mills, on M3C2T6. Get off junk mail mailing lists, Canada. Haynes & Co. 8050 Freedom Avenue. NW. N. Canton, Ohio 44720. If you want to get your name off national address directories, tell them. Opt-out request line. 888-567-8688. opt-out.cdt.org. Get off pre-approved credit card list to avoid identity theft. Pokes directories. 800-873-7655. If you want to get your name off national address directories, tell them. zerojunkmail.com. 888-970-5865. Marketing companies opt-out lines. The major marketing companies have opt-out lines. You can call them and ask to be removed from their mailing lists. Axiom. 877-774-2094. Market to homeowners for refinancing loans. Advo. 860-285-6100. Data Quick. 877-970-9171. Market to homeowners for refinancing loans. Publishers Clearinghouse. 800-645-9242. Valpak. 800-676-6878.